From ancient texts, myths, and legends, the true identity of a Shining One is considered to be one of the greatest secrets ever kept from humanity. Examinations of sacred ancient texts reveal this amazing race of beings created mankind and walked among humans, and were of great importance to ancient civilizations worldwide. The Shining Ones have appeared in many myths and cultures by different names and descriptions, always as gods or creational forces of light. The most realistic definition of these beings is that they were highly intelligent extraterrestrial beings who ultimately created animals and humankind. The Egyptian Book of Dead speaks of these beings in chapter 134, 14-17. Behold, O ye shining ones, ye men and gods, ye damned ones, when you behold Osiris-Ani, triumphant like unto Horus, and adored by reason of the Urarat crown, fall ye down upon your faces, for Osiris-Ani is victorious over his foes in the heavens above and on the earth beneath, in the presence of the godlike rulers of all the gods and goddesses. This is the tale of the Watchers, where an esoteric group of beings mentioned and revered by many cultures, calling them Elohim or Shining Ones, were considered to be most powerful beings ever to exist, the ones who forged the human body and soul, and to have walked with mankind in ages long forgotten. Famous Masonic historian General Albert Pike specifically noted in Morals and Dogma the Elohim or the Watchers were seen as the ghosts of heaven traveling between worlds. Their leader, Yahweh Elohim, can be translated as leader of the Shining Ones. According to some researchers, even the Native American shamans tell of the Baki gods, which the term translates to Shining Ones, who descended on Earth millions of years ago, establishing a base where they engineered mankind. Early records of the Shining Ones can be found in 5 basic sources. The first, Sumerian tablets from the library in Nippur, where they are called by the name Anunnaki. Second, in the Bible, Book of Genesis, Numbers, Deuteronomy, where the name of Nephilim was given to them. Third, writings in Greece that can be accounted to Babylonian priest Berosus. Fourth, the Book of Enoch, where they are mentioned by the name of angels, watchers, or Nephilim. And 5, the Book of Jubilees. The Bible makes reference to the Shining Ones as the Watchers appearing to Moses' father Amram. And there appeared 2 men very tall, such as I have never seen on earth. And their faces shone like the sun, and their eyes were like burning lamps, and fire forth from their lips. Their dress had the appearance of feathers, their wings were brighter than gold, their hands whiter than snow. They stood at the head of my bed and called by my name. Furthermore, ancient Hebrew scripture tells of the birth of Noah being a progeny of the Shining One, stating, And after some days, my son, Methuselah took a wife from his son Lamech, and she became pregnant by him and bore him a son. And his body was white as snow and red as a rose. The hair of his head was white as wool, and his diadema beautiful. And as for his eyes, when he opened them, the whole house glowed like the sun. And his father Lamech was afraid of him, and fled and went to Methuselah his father. And he said to him, I have begotten a strange son. He is not like an ordinary human being, but he looks like the children of the angels of heaven to me. His form is different, and he is not like us. It does not seem to me that he is of me, but of the angels. According to Sumerian creation stories, angels were known under the name of Anunnaki, founders of their culture. He was the chief god of sun and sky, and his name literally means the Shining One. According to this, the Anunnaki were sons of the Shining Ones, or sons of light. The same researchers concluded there is furthermore evidence of a connection with the Shining Ones in Sumerian tablets and Bible, stating, Ninlil or Ninkarshag, lady of Karsag, wife of Enlil, asks the Council of Seven to create Eden, or heavenly garden. For Sumerians, Eden was abode of rightful ones. This is the same heavenly garden which also can be found in the Bible. The tree of life and knowledge in the biblical garden alludes to secrets of the shining ones. It can be associated with the tree of 7 chakras, the tree which leads the shining one into heaven. This tree later became the tree of life in the esoteric system of Kabbalah. Number 7 has cosmologically wide significance, and Council of 7 is the same as 7 archangels or 7 messengers from the Bible, which came from heavens. Sumerians built their towers or ziggurats with 7 levels. It was said that the shining deities resided at the top of ziggurat, the great house or ikor. The Hebrew myth is very similar to the one found in Sumerian. Epic of Gilgamesh, furthermore linking with the book of Genesis, ends with the story of Tower of Babel, which connects to Babylon, ironically at the time situated in the region of the Sumerian Empire. To this end, the story in the Bible suggests secret knowledge was connected with the Shining Ones, initially brought in Babylon and then transferred from there. It's true, most of the ancient texts have been doctored over the years to paint a specific viewpoint to keep the people in line with what the powers that be desired, but have nevertheless left a window open for viewing here and there. No doubt there have been powerful forces at work behind the scenes, controlling what is able to be presented and taken in the minds of humanity. It has been the Church, for the most part, who has influenced and carefully erased any proof of the Shining One's existence from history. The Book of Enoch is a perfect example and is said to hold vital information related to the identity of the Shining Ones, which is why, according to some, the book was removed from the Bible and then hidden away. The scribe Enoch, taught by the Shining Ones, was employed after that as a messenger, or intermediate between the Shining Ones and the ones who fell. The fallen ones decided to leave their divinity to live amongst the people. This book is not included into canonical books today, and most of the Christian churches consider it as pseudepigrapha. However, the Ethiopian Orthodox Church regards it to be canonical to this day. The biggest question is, why has the truth about these beings been kept hidden from humanity on such a massive scale? One researcher and author remarked, "The slight thought of such beings to exist and govern our lives would shatter the very foundations of the all-ruling church, so its reign continues as long as no other disputant questions the church's firm grasp over the entire world. Because of this, we have very little information about the Shining One's identity." In all of the above cultures, there are records of special groups representing elite of the Shining Ones, who have remained powerful groups which experienced the enlightenment of these beings, according to numerous historical texts and local legends, and are said to be returning again. There has been some research into these mysterious beings over the years, resulting in some revealing information shining through the clouds of deception. The Shining Ones, the world's most powerful secret society revealed by Philip Gardiner, states, "The story of the Shining Ones is the real history of mankind. Every twist and turn on the pathway of human evolution was put there deliberately by the secret priesthood for a mysterious and extremely long-term goal. On our journey to uncover the Shining Ones, we will learn that history, as we know it, is a lie. History is, as Justice Holmes said, what the people who won say it is. It has been warped over vast periods of time to fit with each generation's idea of what is fact and what is truth. Our belief systems, whether religious, scientific, or political, have been manipulated by a secret and deadly group of individuals who have a history going back thousands of years. They have a name, they have a power base, and they have a secret locked away within their initiated few, which has major implications for the future of mankind. We will discover the secret and reveal it. Once we decipher the Shining One's clues, we will see how the mysteries of the ancient and not so ancient world can now be solved, from megalithic standing stones, the Holy Grail, and alchemy, to the truth behind religion and our present political systems. We must forget the false interpretations of myth and religion. we have heard so many times and know them for what they really are, the secret language of the Shining Ones. Conclusion. A person can find the Shining Ones in other religions and areas as well as Hinduism, Buddhism, Jainism that are predominated east. Records indicate for thousands of years the Shining Ones worshipped the inner light inside themselves like it was sun itself, and this idea of enlightenment they carried with themselves wherever they went. Since recorded history and even before these beings have appeared all over the world, leaving very little room to doubt what they are. In 2003, there was a total of 5 reported UFO orb Shining One sightings. Then in the year of 2013, there were over 865 reportedly seen in the United States alone in just 1 year. By 2014, there were 410 reported cases, less than half cited than the year before. Make no question about it, they are here. They have arrived and they are waiting. Ironically, with all the recorded sighting recently, one thing is for sure. It seems the Shining Ones are not landing in and visiting any conventional churches. Further research has shown connections with these Shining Ones and the Phoenix and the city of Phoenix, the Phoenix Lights. On the back of the dollar bill is the Phoenix, who is also at the United Nations presiding over in a painting is at the Phoenix. The angels, seraphim, are described as bright as the sun, a phoenix inflamed. Make no question about it, these beings have been coming and going for some time, as it's clearly shown in history and on the walls of the surrounding area ancient petroglyphs. The word phoenix originates in ancient Egypt, and Phoenicia is where, according to the Book of Enoch, the fallen angels first descended upon Mount Hermon. From there, some claim the land of the serpent gods, America, became home of this character. When President Bush stated, "And an angel still rides in the whirlwind and directs this storm," he was speaking the literal truth. There are more questions than answers about our past. If so many different cultures speak about one and the same thing, then there must be some truth behind it. What do you think? Leave your thoughts down in the comments section. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Don't forget to like and subscribe.